Okay, what's up, guys? I'm making another video today. This is my second one. I'm making it because I know there's a lot of new people that are getting into vaping, and and like me, you have no idea what to look for, what to do. Actually, I went to go buy 2 packs of cigarettes right up the road from a discount smoking place. I live in Louisville, Kentucky. Uh, I didn't even know what a vape shop was. I had no idea. All I saw was the blue and cigs and stuff like that. The cigalikes, which is the cigarette vaping look like cigarette things. They suck. Anyways, actually, me and my girlfriend had purchased one of those and used them because we were staying in a hospital when my son was born. We had to stay there for a couple weeks because of complications. And ended up I bought a blue, one of the throwaway blues, just so that we could use that in the motel room that we were staying in. Anyways, so I went to the discount smoke shop, and my brother during Christmas showed me just an Ego battery with a CE4 tank on it, and he let me try it. He had like cinnamon roll in there, and it tasted really good. And he had quit smoking using it, and I was like, man, after that I was like, God, that thing was awesome. That was so much better than that blue that I tried. It was just, you know, turned me off of. I never thought I would, have a life that revolved mainly around vaping. Besides, with my kids, they're my life. But other than my children and my work, vaping is just my life. It almost seems like it becomes like a way of life. I mean, I love it. I absolutely love it. I never thought I would love something like that, but I do. Anyways, so I went to the smoke shop. I was going to get a couple packs of cigarettes. Saw that they carried like the Ego Twist, C4 tanks, disposables, and a couple Vivi Nova tanks. So I bought an Ego Twist and an Ego tank, brought it home. The first few days it was rough because I would smoke, but I kept looking at it and I would use it, and I was a heavy smoker. I smoked 2 packs a day. So, anyways, it was kind of hard to get for me to adjust over, and I kind of had to make myself like it at the beginning. I really liked to smoke. I didn't want to quit smoking. I never thought that I would ever quit smoking. So, I just used it, here and there, and slowly it grew on me, and I wanted to try more liquids, and it just went on and on and on, and kind of snowballed. That's the coolest part is there's always something new. There's always something out there. But the real point of this video is, just like everyone else, once you buy your first thing, you want the next. What else is out there? What else is out there? Snowballs. Everyone knows that. I don't have to preach it. So I went back up to the shop and I bought a Vivi Nova. It was great. I liked it. It worked well. I really, really liked it. Uh, I used it for a couple weeks. Never really had any problems out of it. I didn't have to like primer puff it. It hit well. For me, it was great. I may only used it for like a week and a half. I used a few different heads in it, but I liked it. Then, I go up and see what they have. They got some new stuff in. I went up there and I was actually going to get, because it only came with 2 heads in the Vivi Nova thing. So I went up there, the first Vivi Nova. So I went up there and they had these, the Vivi Nova V5. And I was still new, at vaping. And it's not like I'm a seasoned veteran or by any means, but this is it right here, and it's got like this metal, well, whatever. It's got like this metal protecting thing that goes over the actual Vivi Nova itself. So instead of buying new heads, I bought this. It's got like a floating center pin under it, right there. Well, I didn't even know what a clone was. Had no clue. I just didn't know. I had no clue what a clone was. I just had no idea. I thought that this would be like the other actual Vivi Nova that I bought. So I get it. Everything looked legit with it. I get it home and I put liquid in, and I'm so excited because I had a SID. I had it on a black, flat black SID, smoke tech SID. I was so excited. I put liquid in it. I was all happy, and I put the cap on it, and went to take a hit on it. I primer puffed it. I let it sit and let the wick soak. Then I hit it, gurgling. I mean, like unbelievable gurgling. Like I might as well have stuck a straw in the e-juice and started sucking it up. So I was like, man, I took the paper towel, twisted it, stuck it down in there, cleaned the hole out, and opened it up, tightened up, tried to tighten the coil. I thought maybe, the coil was a little loose and it was letting juice get through. Put it all back together. Put it on my Sid again. Started hitting it. Same exact thing. Actually, even worse. So, I was like, what is going on with this thing? Since then, I looked it up and I realized it was a clone. It's just a piece of crap. But I got it from the same place that I got my other Vivi Nova. I took it back up there, and I think I paid like $17 for this thing. I think I paid less for the real Vivi Nova. But I'm just kind of putting this out here because I want people to be aware. You got to understand when you get into this that there is clones out there. Now, the store never said, this is not a clone. This is the real Vivi Nova. They never said that. But I didn't know. So I didn't know to ask. I had no idea. So, when you're out and if you're new, make sure that you do a little research. Make sure that the places you get it are reputable. It's not like this place isn't, but they're not really. They're a cigarette shop. They're not a vape store, which, I didn't know that there was different, I didn't know about vape stores. So vape stores, they'll tell you this is a clone of this. Usually vape stores don't even carry clone Vivi Novas because, they're junk and they don't want to have to fucking constantly replace crap. So it just, if you go into a smoke shop that's all about cigarettes, the places I'm talking about. It's more about cigarettes and alcohol, and they have some e-cigs over the side. This is normally what you're going to end up with, and it's junk. It's a waste of $20. I thought about putting it on Craigslist and selling it, but I don't even want to pawn this off on anybody because it's ridiculous. They're just garbage. Like I said, my normal Vivi Nova, great. I was so excited about getting this home. It had the little thing around it. It looked so cool on my Sid, and I was so excited when I put it on there. Gurgles, it's just junk. I mean, it is absolute garbage. I just can't even tell you enough. So, just, when you're getting into, and even if you get in and you do all the research in the world, it's not always going to help you. You're going to buy stupid crap. And that's just, sometimes you're just going to buy stuff in the vaping industry that you don't like. When you get into, vaping, some of this crap, you get it and it's just junk. Like another thing, I bought the Kanger protank 3. Garbage. It leaks out of the bottom like I could never even explain. I thought it was the head that came with it. I thought I got bad heads. I went up to the vape shop. I told the guy they're cool as could be, Cool Breeze Vapors in Louisville. He sold me a pack of the longer. It actually the protank 3 that I got came with the short heads on the coils. He sold me a pack. It had the long heads. Came home, tried it. It was great at first. Then started doing the same thing. So I thought maybe I'm just tightening it down on the mod too much. So I would barely tighten it down, and through the bottom hole, the connecting pin, it just poured out e-liquid. I mean, it was ridiculous. So I just kept putting new heads in it, trying new things. I took I would mess with the rubber bushing, junk. It was just absolute junk, and I was really upset because I had the mini protank 2. Great, I loved it. It was absolutely amazing. I ran out of heads on it, and it seems like every time I go to buy heads for one tank, I see something else I like, and I'm like, man, I could just go ahead and spend the extra $10 and get a new tank. That's just how it is. You know how it is. I don't have to explain the vaping game. But then the Aero tank came out, and I was really turned off by Kanger because the 3, it just really, it just kind of put them to, the back of the line on stuff that I liked. But I ended up getting the Aero tank. It is absolutely, I mean, I like it. It hasn't gurgled one time. I haven't had it do anything. I mean, the adjustable air could be a lot better than what it is, but it is what it is. It's not the best tank in the world, but I do like it. It doesn't gurgle. I take it to work with me. It's a nice tank, man. Actually, I'll go ahead and hit it a couple times. I was surprised, going from that protank 3, which was absolute garbage, to getting this and how good this works. I mean, it's unbelievable. I just wish Kanger would put as much time into this as they do their other ones. Or put as much time into the, protank 3 as they did all their other tanks, is what I meant. That was closed up a whole lot, the airflow. I usually just leave it on wide open, and it looks pretty damn good on the VTR. I think it looks better than the iClear tank, really. I really like the way it looks. I feel like the flat lines match the rest of the VTR, the finish, I really like it on the VTR. You get a little funny sound with the arrows on the back because when one of the arrows has to sit on this wall of the VTR, but it still gets air in there. It just kind of sounds like, it doesn't whistle, just kind of makes this like wind blowing type sound. I mean, I'll hit this and hit it and hit it and hit it and hit it, and I haven't got any dry taste, no dry wick. I mean, I really, really like it. It seems like with this adjustable air, you can adjust it where, it's just a good tank. It really is. Kanger's redeemed itself for me with this. It's not the Nautilus. I don't own the Nautilus. I want one. I'm gonna get one, but I've heard that it's just the best tank out there as in tank systems. Besides, the K-Fun or the Russian. I know, but the Nautilus isn't in that category for me. Those are rebuildable. The Nautilus isn't. It's just two separate deals. But with the adjustable airflow, as in these tanks, I know it's this, then the Nautilus. But I'm just talking about this. With Kanger, this is a good tank. Be careful for clones. That's all I'm saying. Really on the tanks, the clone tanks, because you pay the exact same amount for a clone that you would the real deal. So just be careful. Make sure you look at what you're buying. Know where you're buying it, because I didn't know. I mean, the box, it doesn't look like it's it looks good. It does. The box looks like it's a legit deal. I mean, it looks like a Vivi Nova box. But it's not. And that tank is a piece. God, it's just a piece of junk. It's a waste of $20. So I just kind of want to put that out there. Be careful what you get, because just like anyone else, once you start vaping, it just snowballs. It really does. It's just such a good thing, but there's things that are shady like that I could imagine that if I went out and I got this and an Eagle battery the first time, that would turn me off of vaping. I mean, it would. I'd be pissed if I paid $20 for this and it just gurgled and sucked e-juice up into my mouth. I mean, I would be pissed. I would, and I think it would turn me away from vaping. So that's why I'm making this video. Everyone, be safe and vape on. All right, thanks, guys.